Welcome to Top Down, Heart Open, a podcast for women in the magic middle, navigating what is next with the wind in their hair and their hearts wide open. Here, we talk about starting over, rediscovering ourselves, new adventures, and living life on our own terms. It's about finding your voice and living fully, even when it's uncomfortable. No filters, no perfection, just honest conversation. I'm your host, Kimberly Maturin, and I'm on a journey to rediscover life, love, freedom, and joy. I am not a celebrity, nor am I an expert. I am a woman navigating this magic middle, one step at a time, one open road at a time. If you are ready for real talk, fresh starts, and learning how to dream again, you're in the right place. Because life isn't over, it's just changing. And so are we. I'm so glad you're here. Buckle up, the next chapter is waiting. Hey there, welcome back. This is episode 2 of Top Down, Heart Open. If you are listening, you might be in a space I know all too well. That quiet, complicated moment where the title of mom or spouse no longer takes up your entire day, and you are left asking, who am I without that role? Motherhood was my identity. I poured everything I had into it, my days, my dreams, my heart, and my energy. The schedules, the school projects, the scraped knees, Boy Scout campouts, late night talks. I wore mom like a badge of honor, and I still do. But no one tells you how easy it is to lose yourself in that role. How over time, you trade what do I want for what do they need. What parts of me did I set aside? Who was I before I became mom? And who do I want to be now? How your hobbies, your voice, even your name starts to fade, and you are just so-and-so's mom. If you're asking yourself those questions, you're not lost. You're becoming. You are still needed, and you are still valuable. If your kids are growing up or gone, if you're sitting in that silence, wondering what's next, if you feel invisible, tired, unsure, just know you are not alone, and you get to rediscover who you are. We celebrate becoming mothers with baby showers, sprinkles, and then one day they grow up. They don't need help picking out clothes. They do not need your approval for every decision. When they go off to college, move out, get married, live their own lives, and suddenly the world asks you, what do you do? Suddenly there's space. And in that space, confusion, grief, guilt, and yes, sometimes a whisper of hope. But no one prepares us for that shift when the role evolves. And no, not everyone understands that inner shift. Sometimes the people closest to us, a partner, a friend, even our children say, you'll be fine. But inside, you're not. I know what it feels like when people say, you should get out, come to this, let's meet up. And every part of you finds a reason to say no, because you're tired. You're still adjusting to that quiet after the last kid left for college. You don't feel like answering the question, how are you doing? There's a storm no one else can see. If you're sitting in that silence right now, not knowing who you are anymore, I want you to hear my voice and know you're not alone. You're not broken, and it's okay to not be okay, as long as we keep reaching for moments that help us feel whole again. You know what I want to remove from this conversation? The stigma, the pressure, to always say I'm fine, to smile and nod and pretend everything is okay, even when it's not. Because sometimes it's not okay, and that's okay too. Whether it's your last child leaving home, the silence after a loss, a divorce you never saw coming, it changes you. Mother is not your only role, but it has been your main one for so long. Let me be clear, I will always be a mom. It's my absolute favorite role, but it's not the only thing that defines me. I am learning that motherhood can be part of my identity, not all of it. So now I'm asking, what else lights me up? Every tiny step forward deserves recognition. Be kind to yourself during this process. You're not just starting over, you're evolving. Remember, the journey is uniquely yours, and there's so much beauty waiting to be uncovered. When I was little, my mom, a single mom, used to take us to state parks. It didn't cost much. A packed lunch and a tank of gas. We'd spend the day outside and just be. We still have those places, if you're in Louisiana like me, and if you're not, every state has a space like that. Huge shout out to Seminole Point State Park, Lake Fossey Point State Park from my childhood, and Fontainebleau State Park from my adulthood. Let me challenge you with something today. Start small. Get out of the house. Not a big trip, not a major makeover, just a small step. So here's your step. Get in the car. Drive through a park. Roll the windows down. Let the breeze touch your skin. You don't have to hike. You don't have to swim. Just go sit. Breathe. Feel the sunrise or the sunset on your face. Sit in stillness. Notice the trees. Hear the sound of the waves crashing on the sand. Stay in the car if you want to. Then go home. That's enough. That's a start. Small steps. Because this show isn't about pushing you into some picture-perfect version of healing. It's about realistic, doable steps that bring you gently out of your comfort zone. No pressure, just presence. You may not have the time, energy, or money to book a trip of a lifetime every year, and that's okay. But you can afford to remember that there is still life in you, and that's something every woman can do. One of the first moments I began to feel like me again was during a Jeep ride. My top off, doors off, the wind in my face, and for just a few moments, my mind went quiet. No overthinking, just presence. That ride reminded me that I'm more than just a mom, and I love my children deeply. But there is a woman inside of me that still needs space. Another thing that helped, talking into the notes app on my phone, just rambling, transcribing what I felt. I look back on those and remember the exact ache, the hope, the confusion, and that is why I started this podcast. Why I'm sitting behind this mic with my heart wide open. This show is my Jeep ride, and maybe it'll be yours too. Motherhood has shaped you beautifully, but it's not where your story ends. It's just the beginning of a new chapter. As we walk this road together, as we move through this journey, we will gain new perspective, not just from the joyful moments, but from the hard ones too. We've got to walk through those valleys to truly appreciate the peaks. And yes, we're going to have fun while we do it. This is your space, our space, to explore everything, from midlife glow up to rediscovering your style after 40. Makeup or no makeup, what happens when the kids leave and when they come back? Watching our parents age and learning to prioritize you again. We're navigating it all together, raw, real, and with a whole lot of heart. And yes, we're going to have fun while we do it. This isn't a trend. We're building a tribe. So I've always promised to keep it real on this podcast, and today I'm delivering on that. Double chin and all. So here I am, filming little videos to share on the podcast, and I start getting in my head, like most of us do. I'm noticing the chin, the double chin. The way I keep resting my hand on it, you know the drill. Like any rational woman in her 40s on a mission, I go to Amazon. I find this thing called a chin lifting mask. Basically, it's a chin strap. A fancy, stretchy face-hugging contraception that's supposed to sculpt the jawline. So I ordered that baby. It arrives. I'm very optimistic. I open up the package, and I swear it had more twists, loops, and instructions than IKEA furniture. But I'm determined. I get it on, look up in the mirror, and y'all, I lost it. I looked like an extra from a sci-fi movie. like I was prepping for a space mission, not rejuvenating my face. I laughed until I cried. But I'll tell you this, even if that chin strap doesn't lift a thing, the laugh it gave me was worth every penny. So here's to being real, looking ridiculous sometimes, and doing it anyway, with love, with humor, and with our whole hearts. I'm making it a point to do things that take me out of my comfort zone. Even if it's something small like a chin lift strap, a new set of makeup brushes, or something big like starting this podcast. Because every little stretch is giving me the strength to grow. And honestly, I owe it to myself to try. This is our Shoutout segment. Today, I want to send a very special shout out to my cousin Beth and her two amazing girls, Beth, I see. You've been carrying so much, navigating life, motherhood, and the deep grief of losing your mom and our beloved grandmother. Through it all, you've shown such grace, strength, and love. Your girls are a reflection of that strength, and I know your mom would be so proud of the woman and mother that you are. Your light and joy are so needed in this world. Keep shining. Your family legacy is strong. This podcast community is built on real stories, real life, and real love. And today, I just want you to know we're holding space for you.
I can see you in the meadow, holding out your hand. And will you meet me there tomorrow, where the sunlight never sets?
So stay tuned, stay open, and if this episode spoke to you, here's what I'd love for you to do. Share this podcast with a friend who's navigating this same season. Follow the show so you never miss a weekly dose of realness. Leave a review. Let me know what's resonating. Your words help others to find us. Come say hi on Instagram at @TopDownHeartOpen. Follow, subscribe, and don't be shy. Send us an email. Tag us on social media. I'd love to hear your story. To celebrate the launch of Top Down Heart Open, we're giving away some exclusive podcast merch to our listeners. Email us, topdownheartopen@gmail.com, and include your name, mailing address, and a little bit about yourself and what brought you here. The first 5 to email us will receive a gift. Who knows? You might get a little something extra or a shout out from me, your host. Let's stay real, stay open, and ride this next chapter together. Wherever you are today, take a deep breath. Remember, it's never too late to rediscover yourself, to dream new dreams, and to live the life you were meant for. Roll the windows down and keep your heart open. You are exactly where you're meant to be. This is our road now, and we don't have to drive it alone. Thank you so much for listening today. Until next time.